Welcome back, boys and girls, to day 5 of week 4. Our lesson for this week is lesson 18, describing connections between sentences and paragraphs. So let's review. Our standard for this week is RI 8. Describe how sentences in a text are connected by cause and effect and sequence. Describe how paragraphs in a text are connected by cause and effect and sequence. Our learning target, or I can statement for the week, is I can describe how ideas are connected. Our academic talk words are connection, cause, effect, sequence. Nonfiction text structure. What is nonfiction text structure? The text structure is how the information in a text is organized for the reader. Our first text structure is chronological order or sequence. This text describes a sequence of events or a list of steps. Some clue words are first, next, last, before, after, and it sometimes includes dates and years. Our next text structure is cause and effect. This text explains events, which are the causes, and the results of these events, which are the effects. Some clue words are because, consequently, this is why, and so. Let's review. A sentence can give a reason or an example. You'll look for clue words like because, for example, or one reason why. A sentence can show what happens before or after something else. You'll look for clue words like first, last, next. Or a sentence can compare something to something else. This shows how they are the same. So you'll look for clue words like, as, or same. Let's practice. The Titanic was a large ship with lots of people. First, a lookout saw an iceberg at 11:40 a.m. Then he told the captain. It was too late. The Titanic hit the iceberg. As a result, the ship filled with water and began to sink. Last, the ship snapped in two and sank to the bottom of the ocean at 2:20 a.m. Boys and girls, if you'll look carefully, we have first, a lookout saw an iceberg at 11:40 a.m. Then he told the captain. First thing is, what is this text about? That's right, this text is about the events that led to the sinking of the Titanic. What are the events that led up to the sinking? If you'll notice, we've underlined first and then. These two signal words show the events in the order that they happened. Then shows that the second thing to happen after the first thing happened. These are both our signal words. Let's take a look back at our text from the I Ready book, Patriotic Pizza. 2,000 years ago, Greeks baked flat discs of bread and used the bread like a plate. They would first eat the food on top of the bread. Then they would eat the bread plate. Boys and girls, you see that they would first do something and then do something. Those are both sequence words. Let's keep reading. People started to put toppings on the flatbread before it went into the oven. This was an early form of today's pizza. In Italy, many centuries later, people also ate a form of pizza. It was considered food for the poor. Most people had flour, water, oil, and spices. They could use these ingredients to make a simple pizza. Working class people of Naples had short breaks for meals. They needed cheap food that could be eaten quickly. Pizza made by local vendors was a perfect solution. It could be eaten without plates and forks. Boys and girls, pay special attention. We now have a headline. A queen's favorite pizza. In 1889, Queen Margherita and King Umberto I of Italy took a vacation in the seaside town of Naples, Italy. The queen saw people strolling outside eating pizza. She wanted to try some for herself. Boys and girls, pay special attention to the cause and effect relationship demonstrated in paragraph 5. Rafael Esposito was a famous pizza maker in town. He was chosen to make a pizza for the queen. Esposito wanted his pizza to be extra special, so he made a pizza using the colors of the Italian flag, red, green, and white. Red tomatoes, green basil, which is an herb, and white mozzarella cheese went on top of his patriotic pizza. Esposito baked his creation and it was delivered to the queen. She loved it. She sent a note of praise and thanks. Raphael named it Pizza Margherita in honor of the queen. Soon, everyone wanted to try it. Around that time, workers began leaving Italy to live in America. Pizza bakers brought their talents and recipes with them. Gennaro Lombardi opened the first pizzeria in New York City in 1895. Early pizzerias had no chairs. People just went in, ordered their pizza, and left with it. Pizza became popular with American workers too. It was tasty and easy to eat on the go. Before long, pizza was one of the most popular foods in the United States. Perhaps you could invent your very own pizza, have fun, and finish your plate. Boys and girls, we're going to practice cause and effect. The first one, the cause. The working class people had short breaks and little money, but they wanted something to eat. What would be the effect of that? If you said people started eating pizza, you are correct. Let's switch it up. Let's look at the effect. Queen Margherita tried pizza for herself and loved it. What caused her to try the pizza? That's right. The queen saw people strolling the streets eating pizza. Let's look at another cause. Esposito wanted his pizza to be extra special. What was the effect of that? That's right. Esposito added toppings with colors that represented the Italian flag. Our last cause, Lombardo opened a pizzeria in New York City in 1895. What was the effect? Yes, Americans loved pizza because it was quick, cheap, and good. Let's switch gears for just a minute, boys and girls. Let's look at our exit ticket. You can click on the exit ticket link at the bottom comment box. Our exit ticket for today is explain how to make a mini margarita pizza. You may use the recipe that's in the frame. Remember, you can always go back and look at this video again so that you can get all the ingredients and all the directions for how to make this pizza. Remember, you are writing yours in a paragraph form, but a graphic organizer that summarizes sequencing events has been provided to you just on the right side of the screen. Feel free to use it before you type in your answer for your exit ticket for today. Remember, your exit ticket is to explain how to make a mini margarita pizza. Write your explanation as a paragraph and use signal words to make the order of steps clear. You do not need to list the ingredients unless you would like to. Remember, listing the ingredients could also give you extra credit. Good luck today, boys and girls, and enjoy your weekend.